G'day guys, this is my project, my 1978 XC Falcon GS Rally Pack. Most of you will recognise that. A Tasmanian car. I'm technically calling myself the second owner. A guy did buy it off the original owner. I've got the books and everything in the car from Tassie and never did anything with it, sat in his shed, so I bought it off him, and so I'm calling myself the second owner. Plan to get it get the special club rego for it, but I've got a bit of work to do to get back on the road. Pretty original old car, matching numbers. I've worked that much out so far. As you can see, it's all pretty reasonably straight. Of course, if I pan the camera down lower, you're going to see bucket loads of rust, tons and tons of rust. Bit in the tailgate. I think the tailgate's savable though, yeah, once we get down to the waterline, so to speak, we see all the rust. Original wheels, even got a skull cap there that's original, but yeah, there's all the rust. The sills are gone, bottom of the guard's gone, and I've just started into it today. I'll go around the other side and have a look. Quarter panel's not too bad, kind of weird, but yeah, plenty of rust underneath there. Good challenging car, but yeah, just started it today. Started in the back, making sure it's got a bit of strength in it. Yuck, 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 and more yuck. But I do believe it is repairable. Yeah, well, with the matching numbers 302 V8, it's just got the C4 auto. I think it's probably going to be worth persisting with, and certainly when you look on YouTube you see a lot worse, but this is probably the worst of it here, I think. The bottoms of the guards you can get patch panels, you can replace sills, but there's a bit of work in here. So anyway, we'll have a crack. The substructure looks okay underneath. I wouldn't have bought it otherwise, but yeah, interior's old but intact. Not too bad in here. Cracked dash pad, of course. Someone's pinched the steering wheel, but overall not too bad. But yeah, the usual culprits. Not too bad in here, but the usual rust marks. Floor pans seem to be okay. Instrumentation's all good. Done a paltry 465,000 Ks, just running, I reckon. But yeah, a few things work on it. The lights and wipers and bits and pieces work like that. So yeah, so anyway, I'll start in the back. That's my plan, to get some strength back through the guts of it here. Get all these floors sorted out. And then we'll go to the outside of the vehicle and probably start working on sills next, and then work our way forward to the guards and the plenum probably. The plenum's not too bad. So a little bit of progress with the 78 XC Rally Pack. Just sort of as I'm going along, just sort of getting parts sorted out. Obviously I've taken the carby off, it's gone off to get rebuilt. So that guy sort of was a little bit busy, and he said, oh yeah, about 3 or 4 weeks, so I've got that done. My engine rebuilder, he's in the same boat. He's probably about another couple of weeks away till he's ready for the engine. So yeah, I've started pulling that out. I did that initially, actually pulled the radiator out and just had a look around and did some compression tests and that sort of stuff. It's done on 400,000 K, so definitely needs a rebuild. But yeah, so sort of halfway through the process of that, but when he's ready to go, I'll finish off pulling the engine out and we'll get that to him. In the meantime, my upholsterer is fairly close to, so just spent a couple of hours pulling the seats out. Had a look at the floors. It's always nice to get the carpet out and have a look at the floors. Overall not too bad, a few holes down in corners, but really not too bad. I've seen a lot worse, so yeah, so good to get that floor out and get that inspected and not find too much more carnage, so to speak, so that's good. But so yeah, the seats will go to the upholsterer, the carby will go to the rebuilder, the engine will go to the rebuilder. In the meantime, I'm working on the body, and fairly early on I decided that the back area was the area of focus, so did my initial assessments, cut some holes and had a look around, and probably very early in the piece I did that just to make sure that the car was savable, that it wasn't beyond repair. But certainly there's plenty of rust, but there's plenty of good metal left in it too, as you can see here, plenty of rust. But yeah, so my focus was always going to be to get the back sorted. So as you can see, pull the tailgate out, pull the rear bumpers off and the rear spare wheel door, and just give us access to all this back area. But got the donor car sitting here with quite a nice floor in it. I'll cut right there.
Oh look, another piece of junk for our driveway, or should I say art. No, definitely junk. Hello, what have you brought home?
Brand new panel van.
Are you taking it to the tip?
No.
I think it's going the wrong way. It's supposed to be going to the tip.
I'll cut right around all the edges here and cut all that floor out of the panel van and replace all that. Obviously I'll do the floor under where the petrol tank was and all that sort of thing as well too. A lot of patch panels you can buy for these, so yeah, if I need to I can buy a parcel shelf patch panel there if I need to. But yeah, so yeah, this is always going to be the focus, trying not to get too many things going at once. So the back area is the focus with bodywork, and as I said, just been able to get engines, carbies, pardon me, upholstery off to get reupholstered. While that's getting done, I can be getting the bodywork done. So that's sort of my plan at this stage. So yeah, so just going to go back into this back area now, start cutting out more metal and work out what I need and where I need to cut for out of the panel van, out of the donor car, and we'll go from there. So this is the donor car. So this is a very similar year, an XC panel van. Obviously being a panel van, it's in a lot better condition in the back. So yeah, we'll cut a lot of the panels out of here and all the lips around the edges there. You can see where the petrol tank goes and what it should look like. So all this is in reasonably good condition. There's a little bit of damage in this area, just in here. But you know, I'll be cutting that whole panel out so I can turn it upside down and sort of panel beat it and sort of get it all looking pretty good. So yeah, this is going to be all cut out. But yeah, this van's a bit of a write-off. It's probably in similar condition to the Ute, but it's not a GS Rally Pack or a special Ute in any way, shape or form. It's only a 6-cylinder manual. So yeah, we'll cut the panels out that we need and then see if we can sell it, and if anyone's interested in any other parts of it. And so it begins. Righto, progress. So we've got the old rusty floor out. The rails aren't too bad. A little bit of pitting here, but that's the worst of it there. Still very structural cross members, so pretty pleased. Just put a bit of temporary primer on, well through primer, but I'll certainly give them a sandblast the whole area and aim to get some good epoxy 2-pack in the primer in the channels there before I do anything more. But yeah, it's all very solid in these little chassis rails and these little support rails, so very pleased.